Good morning. Welcome back to the Vitality Project. I'm Dr. Bob. Yesterday, we paused for just a moment to acknowledge a couple of things. First of all, that sometimes our lives are punctuated with unexpected detours, and that we've got to give our attention to those detours. And secondly, that our overall goal, regardless of detours, is to steadily make forward progress. We're wanting to create lives of meaning and of vitality, and it takes sticking with it to accomplish that. As I reviewed with you yesterday, it's been the recent serious illnesses of two friends and the death of one of them that's required that I stop everything and simply be with the feelings that arose. I hope that some of our reflections here together at the Vitality Project in our recent video posts, where we've reflected together on concerns regarding life and death. We've been talking about serenity and contentment, no matter what the circumstances are. I hope that these may have been of service to you too in your own personal journey forward in recovery. I also realize that there's an underlying flow, no matter what happens, that I believe moves ever forward toward what the psychologist Abraham Maslow called self-actualization. What he meant by this is that each one of us wishes to be the very best version of ourselves that we can possibly be. And I think this is right at the heart of what recovery is about. What do we wish to recover? Well, if you come from the Far East, they refer to this as finding your original face before you were born. May not make much sense to us in the West. Maybe we're more used to hearing comments about living out our destiny or our fate. For those of you that come from the Judeo-Christian tradition, there's talk about the image of God. The Latin term for that was the imago Dei. You can find images of this throughout Jewish and Christian religion. Every one of us wants to find this, whether it's our fate or our original face. We want to find this deep in our own hearts and to live it out. One key thesis right at the heart of our entire Vitality Project here is that we all do best in reaching these goals of living out the deepest goals that we have for our lives. We all do best by very carefully, and I want to say with a lot of grace, tracking our progress across the multiple dimensions of what makes us human. And we've summarized those dimensions here in terms of body, mind, and spirit. And that's just for starters. So what I want to do these next few days is return to that and return to examining ways of our gently reminding ourselves, ideally on a daily basis, of what our long-term life goals really are. And in so doing, hopefully to be able to maintain momentum, focus, and I think realistic hopefulness, optimism, as we stretch ever further the boundaries of who we are, as we move those further and further out to include more and more of what I think of as our deepest and our truest potential. I'd like to invite you to come back tomorrow as we review what we've covered so far back several weeks ago before I got detoured. We're going to review what we've covered so far in terms of self-monitoring or tracking. And then I want you to join me as we press onward. We're going to continue forward. And what is the goal here? Full and satisfying lives of creativity, of love, of deep enjoyment, and yes, of course, of genuine vitality. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you have a great day.